Well, that sounds like last orders, but I've just had a chap come in the pub for a last one. He is spitting feathers, he is venomous, he is furious. ULEZ charge, Mike. What's that doing to the town?
Well, which town? Because we all know now it's in Greater London, but I've warned many people all over the country.
Yeah.
You know, I travel around the country working, and I've lived in Nottingham and Newcastle. My hometown is Chester, and they're all susceptible to it because if the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, gets away with it in Greater London, on the borders where we are now, it will spread around the country. Do you remember when the congestion charge was introduced by Ken Livingstone? Within a couple of months, a lovely little town like Durham suddenly started thinking that's a nice way of raising money, you know, and thought about a £2 congestion charge. It'll spread all over the place, and it's iniquitous. It hurts so many people who are unable to defend themselves. People who've got businesses are going to lose those businesses. Old people are literally marooned in their homes because they can't afford to move their little old car off the driveway to go and see their friends, to go for lunch. Honestly, it's pernicious. And I do hope, I'm not in favour of criminal damage, and I would not support people going around breaking up the equipment, you know, the ULEZ cameras. But surely the amount of anger which is erupted over this and the amount of really physical action that's going on opposing it has got to make everybody, including the government, who had the opportunity to stop it right from the start, didn't they? They could have stepped in. The Minister of State for Transport could have stepped in and said, no, we've got to postpone it. It's got to be reviewed before people start getting depressed because they can't leave their own homes and start getting bankrupted because they can't run their businesses.
You see, Mike, I sort of disagree with the government getting involved. I think this is Khan's baby, and I think the best way to stop this nonsense is not by government keep stepping in, it's by the good people of London kicking him out next year. But I take it from what you just said that you don't support the ULEZ scheme.
No, I don't support the ULEZ scheme at all. It's an outrage. OK, for central London, just about, Boris Johnson introduced it, and you can say it did somehow clean up air.
Yeah.
But even the forecasts, which are coming out now on improvement of air quality in Greater London, and a lot of that is funded by Mayor Khan's own people, it says over the years, 3% maybe improvement in air quality over the years, and possibly as little as 0.3%. It's ridiculous.
Whilst we're talking about transport, Mike, I did watch one of your videos last week, and it tickled me a little bit, to be honest. But as I get older, your thoughts and your feelings change. I'm sort of having these feelings that I'm being drawn towards owning a caravan, a trailer caravan. And driving around the country and getting on people's nerves. Have you got any advice for people like me?
Well, I travel up and down between Stockbroker Belt, Surrey and the South Coast a lot, right? And the A3 is a great road, but it's only got 2 lanes for most of it. Yeah. Now, if you've only got a 2-lane, quotes motorway, it's the A3M, and you've got a caravan in front of you, you're knackered, right? Very difficult to make any movement. Now, if you've got an expensive car, which has got a 3-litre engine, it shouldn't be trailing around after caravans. It's not built to do that. I've no intention of breaking the speed limit, but I don't want to be driven to driving slowly. I don't understand the role of the caravan that you tow around behind your vehicle in this day and age. You don't need them. There's fixed caravans all over the place. People have got motorhomes. They're not bad. They can go up to 60 miles an hour. Yeah. Caravans can only be towed in some places at 50 miles an hour. I think there should be a tax on caravans.
Maybe like a ULEZ type charge where you drive to a part of a road and they flash your caravan.
No. ULEZ is a punitive tax. A tax on caravans would be to the advantage of 95% of people who drive cars in this country who don't hinder the rest of the motor driving public by towing a metal box around behind them that has no real purpose.
So you don't agree with caravans then, Mike?
I don't agree with caravans.
So we've cleared that up with ULEZ. We've cleared that up with caravans. Now, I did watch a YouTube clip of you, which I think went viral, 400 million views, where you took the challenge. You swallowed, you swallowed a spoonful of cinnamon.
It was a tablespoonful of cinnamon. It was a brave challenge. Most people only do it with a teaspoon. I had no problem in taking on the challenge. It was a challenge put to me by my young nephew, who of course is very much younger than me. And I did what I always do. I faced it head on.
Yeah.
I headbutted the challenge.
Like a warrior.
Like a warrior. I wouldn't do it again.
No.
Because, and I wouldn't advise anybody else to do it, by the way.
No.
Because what happens is that cinnamon, when it gets to the back of your throat.
We'll have to stop you there, Mike, because you spoke about breaking the speed limit. Here's a chap that's not going to be breaking the speed limit anytime soon. That's
I've not been breaking it for the last 3 months anyway.
That's Jim Davison.
Hello, mate.
Yeah,
So
good indeed.
We're going to do on the pull, and I've got two legends here. So you've got a pint pot each, Jim. Yours the San Miguel. I think yours Mike.
Right.
In your own time.
Yes.
There's no pressure.
Yes.
We've had some really good contestants over the past 12 weeks. Go for it, guys. Let's have a look.
Can't we just put our heads under there and cut out the middleman?
Good idea.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a pull now.
3, 2,
right.
1, go.
Let's have a look.
Wow, you've got a bigger flow than me.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. That's good, Mike. I think...
I've got a big head.
did you ever do this on a generation game, Jim?
No. I used to drink quite a lot on the generation game, but no.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Well, it's not bad. But
I'm thinking mine's better because you can have a shave with it as well.
Yeah.
That's what that
Can you
is.
put that on the bar, please?
Yeah,
Oh my God! There's no drinking. There's no drinking.
There you go.
It's not a drinking
How
game.
was
Mike.
Colombia?
Yeah. Absolutely. Right, that
Can you
goes on
put
the
that
bar.
on the bar.
Okay.
Mike.
Yes.
You've got to mark Jim out of 10 for that.
For that,
Yeah.
2.5.
So then, Jim,
2.5, mate. Sorry.
what are you going to mark?
That's an 8 there, mate.
An 8.
An 8.
No,
So
an 8.
You didn't expect an alcoholic to be able to do it better.
Well, I've got a lot of practice, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now the next challenge is who can drink it the quickest.
I'm not going to do that.
So Jim, you told me earlier that chap could drink a pint in
2/5 of a second. Peter Dad as well. Yeah, just opened his throat and poured it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon I can do this in about a week.
A week? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm only used to drinking Scotch, you see, so...
And what about the chap
me
who
done.
could drink a pint standing on his head?
Yeah, he said he could drink a pint stood on his head in 4 seconds. And we were talking about it. How'd you find out you're good at that? I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll drink a pint on my head and then go and get in my caravan.
I don't often see that in Wetherspoons, do you?
No, you spend a lot
What
of time
about
in
taxing bicycles?
Taxi bicycles.
Cycling.
No, I'm not into that. Do you know
No?
why?
Why?
It would create a huge bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And we don't need any more people working for the government. We need less. What I would like to do is see cyclists being made aware of their responsibilities on the road. And remember, it's not a one-way traffic on the road.
That's it.
Cyclists can be just as difficult to deal with as motorists, and they've got to have a fair
That's
relationship.
been brilliant. I think if every pub in this great country of ours had a couple of bartenders in, like Mike,
we sort it out. Don't worry about
they
that.
would be absolutely full to the rafters.
Yes.
You would breathe life into the hospitality industry. But
And we'd let people know to drink sensibly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Absolutely brilliant, Jim.
Sorry,
Michael.
Cheers.
Good to see you.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you very much.
Last orders. Thank you.